This episode of The Guy Pod is brought to you by Adam and Brittany Gooch, realtors with Capstone Realty. Founded in 2012, Capstone Realty has quickly turned into one of North Alabama's fastest growing real estate companies, and Adam and Brittany are two of the best in the business. Their mission is to provide unsurpassed service to their clients by offering professional insight into the local real estate market, using innovative marketing techniques, and by holding themselves to the highest standard of integrity in all that they do. If you're looking to buy or sell real estate in the state of Alabama, then no one will work harder to help you accomplish those goals than Adam and Brittany Gooch. You can reach them anytime by calling or texting 256-710-5888 or 256-394-2156. And you can email them at thegoochsteam@capstoneshoals.com. That's Gooch, thegoochsteam@capstoneshoals.com. Let the dream team make your real estate dreams come true. Adam and Brittany Gooch, realtors with Capstone Realty. And now, here are your hosts of the Guy Pod, Josh Kelly, Skip Nichols, and Adam Gooch.
What's up, folks? I'm Skip Nichols.
Hey, and Josh Kelly, and where's Adam?
No Gooch.
No Gooch today, guys. No Gooch on this episode. No Adam Gooch.
Poor Gooch.
So that means we can say whatever we want to about him, and there's nothing he can do about it.
Nothing he can do about it. I love it.
So what's up, homie?
Not much. I don't like where your drink is right now. You need to move your drink.
So let me tell you something funny. So I just scared the crap out of Skip.
Yes, you did.
He got this new, really cool board, new toy, technology stuff, and I acted like I spilled my drink on it just now, and he freaked out like a little.
Yeah, I almost packed my toys up and left.
Like a little girl. It was pretty awesome. So, anyways, that's one of my favorite things to do.
Yeah, scare me on this new board I've got.
Yeah.
So, no. Plus, we can now insert all kinds of cool sounds.
Yeah,
so,
we have a lot of.
So I kind of like that too.
We're moving up in the world. Why is it so funny to scare somebody else or see somebody get scared, but it's not as fun when it happens to you?
No, it's never as fun when it happens to you, but it's always fun seeing somebody like lose their stuff.
Like, I love scaring people.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I scared today. I was out riding my scooter. I was coming back. I had to get a lock from the hardware store down the street for the bathroom because somebody walked in on me while I was using the urinal, and it was uncomfortable.
That was scary.
Yeah, so I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna buy a lock. And so I was coming back, and Keisha, who works here in the agency with us, didn't see me. I know she didn't see me, and I came up behind her, and I like hit the brakes on the scooter and screamed real loud, and it scared her so bad it literally made the hairs on her arms stand up, and she got goosebumps everywhere, like she was breathing heavy, and she was so mad.
That's hilarious. I thought you were going to say that she walked into the bathroom on you.
No.
And there's only a urinal in there, and I'm like, was she going in there?
No. No, I wasn't like that. But I scared her outside. It was amazing. I like scaring people. I don't like getting scared though.
No, I don't either. You know, last week we were in Florence, and you almost killed a lady on a scooter as well.
God, I did. I need to be careful.
You do.
I need to be careful. We ordered new scooters though, which is fun.
Yes.
So a friend of ours got this big boy Segway scooter, and our scooters, I loved our scooters, and they've been amazing. We've had them for 3 or 4 months, and we've gone. Somebody asked me how many miles we've ridden on them, and I have no idea. I'm surprised they still work.
No odometer on these. There will be one on the new ones.
And so we rode his, and after riding his, I'm like, I don't even want to look at mine now. So we ordered new ones.
And we need new ones.
Because that's what rednecks with money do.
Yes.
We got new scooters. I'm not going to say how much they cost.
They were less expensive than I thought they were going to be, if I'm being 100% honest.
Still could have bought a car for what we paid for
the scooters. A bad car.
Yeah, it wasn't a good car.
A really bad car.
Not a good car. I mean, it would have ran. Probably no AC.
So, scary stuff, we're recording this on October 1st, which some people call that the first day of Halloween.
I don't.
So I don't either. I'm like, although I do already have my Halloween costume, which I think is pretty epic.
Same.
I did plan.
And we've tried them on. We rode around town.
Yeah, it was on our scooters. We're kind of strange. But anyway.
Or something.
scary movies play a big part in this month.
Yeah.
And, there's all kinds of question about what's the best scary movie, why is it the best scary movie, those sorts of things. You got any that jump out at you?
I think when you're talking about scary movies, I'm generally not a fan of scary movies.
I'm really not either.
Just as an overall thing, I'm not a huge fan. Have I watched them? Yes. Will I watch them? Sometimes. I can't watch a movie where little kids get hurt.
I don't like those either.
I can't take it. And I don't like watching something that's got like somebody's like demon possessed. That freaks me out.
Those get the hair.
Those freak me out. Now, movies like something that I know can't happen, like this can't really happen.
Right.
I can watch those.
Nightmare on Elm Street?
Yes.
Yeah.
That can't happen.
No.
It's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen.
But
at the time I thought it was like a thing. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. And then there's some movies, what gets me in scary movies is the jumpy ones.
Oh, yeah, the ones that are more suspenseful, not so much the gore.
Yeah, it's not like, I'm not scared of the clown with a knife.
Or the clown with a balloon.
The little girl that jumps up out of the TV and grabs your throat.
Oh, yeah.
Like when it happens real fast and they make a loud noise.
Yeah.
That's what gets me. I will squeal and
I will cry like a baby out loud.
Golly, that's the ones that get me. Which I guess it's depending on what you like. I don't personally enjoy getting scared.
I don't either.
Now, haunted houses. I love haunted houses.
Because it's not real.
It's not real.
It's not real going in.
And it's fun because it's jumpy scary.
Yeah.
The guy with the chainsaw, he's not really going to cut me.
We hope.
If he does, I'm about to get paid.
Yes.
But I'll tell you a scary movie. I don't know if I've talked about this or not on the Guy Pod, but it's an older scary movie, and you might have heard of it. It's called Dr. Giggles. Did you ever watch Dr. Giggles?
No. Tell us about it.
So Dr. Giggles, the scene opens up. This is pretty gross. So if you got kids listening,
is it scary?
It's scary.
We have scary.
Oh, that's good. That's real good. That's real nice, Clark. So the scene opens up. If you have kids listening and they don't like scary stuff, I'm not going to say anything gross, but this is going to be pretty scary. So pause this and tell them to go away.
And then come back.
Okay, so the scene opens up in this morgue, and you hear this little boy giggling, and the guard walks around, which all the movies have guards at the morgue for some reason, and I don't think that's a real thing in real life.
I don't think it is. I've never seen
Yeah, I mean, they just lock the doors.
Home.
They just lock the doors.
Yeah.
So
the dead people aren't going anywhere.
For cinematic, factor, the guard comes around, and the little boy is inside this woman, and he cuts her belly open with a scalpel and gets out, starts giggling, and runs away. So
Dr. Giggles.
What happens is, long story short, the dad was like a doctor of some type, and he did these surgeries where the mom had this heart condition, and it was this crazy mad scientist type stuff. The town came to like pitchfork and get him like they did Frankenstein, which that's a good scary movie, by the way.
Scary movie.
And so he sews up the son inside the mom to get him out of the house so they didn't kill him too. And fast forwards to the son's grown, he breaks out of the insane asylum, and he goes up to this girl that's got the same condition as his mom, and it's that whole story. And all the time he goes,
so Dr. Giggles.
And it's really scary, but it's freaky scary.
Yeah.
So that's one, and it was probably from like 1979 or like 1980 something.
So old like me.
Yeah. Well, I was born in the 80s. I was born in 83.
Okay.
You were in your second marriage then.
Something like that.
So I like that. I mean, Scream.
I like the Scream movies. They're kind of funny.
Here's the thing. And I can't watch certain things because I think too hard. Like I like the show The Walking Dead.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah,
I like The Walking Dead, but things bother me when like Rick's got a 6-shot revolver and he doesn't reload after 20 rounds.
Yeah,
like my brain says I can't enjoy it. Or
right.
like who's cutting the grass in post-apocalyptic zombie apocalypse land? They're not firing up the old John Deere and cutting the grass.
No,
but the grass is always cut. Who's cutting the grass?
You're blowing my mind now, dude.
Stuff like that bothers me.
So the set decoration being accurate is important for you.
Or like the guy with the revolver shooting, and then you hear the spent casings hitting the ground. It doesn't work like that in real life.
So dumb.
So things like that bother me. And like so I was in the military. I was in the Army 8 years. And so I know a little bit about stuff. And especially military movies, when I see people do stuff, I'm like, man, there's no way these guys would be rolling like that. So anyways, stuff like that bothers me. So I digress back to where I was.
A bit.
Scream, like, here's the thing. There's a guy in a crazy plastic mask after me. I'm not running upstairs.
No. You're caught.
I'm getting in the car and locking the door.
Or at least run out the door.
And the car never cranks.
No.
That doesn't happen.
No. Some of those kids in those movies, though, I mean, they're literally so dumb, I think you could strangle them with a cordless phone.
And they're always trip.
Yeah.
They're going to trip and hurt their foot.
Tripping
and they're
on
going to
everything. Absolutely.
And here's the thing, too. In the scary movies where like Scream, where it's an actual person, they're not walking.
No.
You're going to run.
You're going to run like crazy.
I mean, and how, these people get in a car and drive somewhere. So one of my favorites, Halloween. I love Halloween movies. Michael Myers.
Oh, yeah.
I got a fun fact about Michael Myers, too.
Go.
But I would just come back to that. I'm going to make myself a note here.
Make a note.
All right.
He's making a note, folks.
So, like, they'll get in the car and drive somewhere, and he's walking, and then 5 miles down the road, he pops up.
Oh, yeah.
Does he have like a dirt bike hidden?
He must.
Stuff like that bothers me. So back to Scream. Man, none of that happened in real life.
No.
I mean, I will fight you.
Absolutely.
I mean, all he's got is a knife.
Now, here's some, but when you get into the stuff that can happen, like, I don't know, Silence of the Lambs, where there's a dude that can really, like, kidnap you and put you down in a hole, and I mean, those things are...
That's freaky.
That's freaky.
Stuff like that gives me nightmares.
The movie Misery. You remember that one?
No.
Kathy Bates, she kidnaps the James Caan character.
I don't know who any of those people are.
You know them. They're just...
Yeah, I know.
I hate you guys.
I do.
So she's like, hey.
Oh, no, that's the wrong one. Come on, sound man.
We're playing with the sound. There you go. We had a flashback instead of a sad moment. So, but
come on, dog.
But those are things that can like really happen.
Oh yeah,
like get kidnapped and somebody breaking your bones while you're laying there in bed. I'm not a fan of that
stuff. So let me go back to the Michael Myers.
Go for it.
So the Michael Myers mask. Do you know what it is?
Tell me.
So they're sitting there like, we need a mask, and they don't have one. So they go back to the studio locker or whatever. They grab a Captain Kirk mask from Star Wars.
Yep.
And they spray paint it white.
Star Wars.
I had to go there.
Yeah, I know.
So Captain Kirk from Star Trek, it was a Captain Kirk mask, and they painted the face white, and that's the Michael Myers mask. Did you know that?
I did know that,
okay.
But I wanted you to tell your story because you get a kick out of telling it. But, you know, another fun thing to do in the vein, and this is kind of the only time I do this, is mixing up Jason and Michael Myers.
Oh, yeah, that makes people crazy, too.
There's a guy we used to work with down in Prattville. He goes, like, every year he goes as Michael Myers. And he, like, gets crazy upset if the two get mixed up. So anytime there's a meme that confuses the two, I always send it to him. And
I love it.
We get a big laugh out of that.
I love that. You know, Carrie.
Oh, the prom movie?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to tell you, man, when they did that to her at the prom and she goes crazy, like, I had to back up off it, bro. I turned it off. I don't know what happens after that.
And, you know, I'm gonna expose myself here just a little bit. We've been watching this series on Hulu called Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Oh, God.
And last night...
Hey, I need a punch. Where's the punch? Where's the punch hole at? Where's the punch hole?
So, anyway...
You're getting a punch.
Yeah. So, we're watching...
However, who is it that plays that?
Sarah Michelle Gellar.
I mean...
Yeah.
Yeah. Come on.
So, we're watching last night is Graduation and a couple episodes...
high school?
Yeah. A couple episodes before that.
I've never seen this.
And
because I'm a guy.
The prom episode, I was like waiting on it to turn full blown Carrie because you know this supernatural demon deal, and it's actually pretty good. But Ashley also makes fun of me because it's a little too dark for me because I'm not like we've already establish I'm not really big on getting scared or being scared myself.
Same.
So she kind of makes fun of me. She says, this is probably the last season you'll watch because next couple seasons are a little too much for you.
Yeah. Now, I love zombie movies. I love any vampire movie I'm in.
Twilight? You like Twilight?
I like Twilight.
It's cool.
I like Twilight.
I took my daughter to see them.
So I'm in on, I mean, the any vampire movies. What's the
Dracula?
No, it's crap. And then when they fight the Lycans, and it's got the dark-headed British girl. Keep talking. I'll look it up now. You're probably screaming at the radio right now.
Yeah, all y'all are going
because you know who I'm talking about.
It's this.
And
you're doing a banner job of describing it, by the way.
Well, Underworld.
Never
That's
seen
one of
it.
my favorite movies ever.
Never seen it.
Underworld is amazing. And let's see, what's her name here? I'm doing a little Googling. Kate Beckinsale. She wears this leather outfit the whole time.
That's
the
only reason you like
she's
to live.
Smoking, and she's such a bad you know what the whole time, and she can flip. But I like vampire stuff.
I like some of it.
I'd like to be a vampire.
Well, already.
In a fantasy world, I'm cool being a vampire.
That would be your cosplay.
I'm cool being a vampire because they're superhuman strength. I mean, Blade.
Well, yeah.
We've already established how I feel about Blade.
Absolutely.
I've watched it thousands of times. But, I mean, you think about it, like, superhuman strength. They just they can't go out in the sun. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
It's hot.
It's hot out there.
Yeah. At night, you do whatever. You live forever. Never age. I mean, I think the pros outweigh the cons on
Just
it.
got to be careful of those three things, like the cross, the wooden stake to the heart, and what is it? Garlic?
Garlic,
I think. Garlic.
Yeah, holy water.
Necklace, holy water.
Yeah, that kind of stuff.
You have to dodge those things, but hey.
I mean, I think I would be a nice vampire, so nobody would want to kill me.
So you'd be like this guy, Angel, that's in Buffy.
I don't know.
He's the nice guy.
Never seen it.
He's the nice vampire.
Never seen that one.
You should go back and watch
Probably
this.
won't, but I mean, well, you know.
Yeah.
What about Saw? Remember Saw?
Oh, yeah.
Where they're like, it's like a demented escape room, basically.
Yeah, a very demented, which could be real.
I mean, here's the thing, man. The type of person, I don't know who wrote Saw, but the person who came up with that.
Sick.
I mean, wow.
Well,
the imagination on that person.
Oh, yeah. Think about Stephen King's imagination.
Jeez.
I mean, what do you got? Carrie, you got Pet Sematary, you got, The Shining.
Hey, what's the one where the cars turn on and they become alive in the Maximum Overdrive? That's a horror movie.
It's a horror movie.
With the trucks turn on. It's kind of dumb, but I mean.
Very dumb.
I never saw Pet Sematary.
It's
I'm out on that.
These people bury their pets and they come to life and they're like zombie pets and
I'm out on that.
Kill you and stuff. It's just kind
I
of.
don't like cats anyways. I feel like there's cats in it. I'm
Oh,
just
yeah,
out on
well,
cats. I'm not a cat guy.
Pet Sematary.
I'm just gonna put that out there, everybody. I'm not a cat guy.
There you go.
I'm not. I'm just. I'm not a cat guy.
So The Shining, we were talking about that a little bit offline earlier. The two little creepy twins.
Oh gosh, they're just standing there at the end of the hall.
Yeah.
Man, so I watch stuff like that, and then when I'm trying to go to sleep, like I'll hear stuff.
Yeah, the hair on my arms is raising up.
Let me
right
ask
now.
you this: tell the truth.
Go for it.
Have you ever been somewhere like, so it's like maybe like 1 a.m. and you got to walk outside for something, and it's dark, and then you run back inside real fast?
Oh yeah.
I did that 2 or 3 days ago.
Like there's something in my car in the driveway.
Yeah, with the floodlights and everywhere.
And yeah, I've got to run out there and get back before the sidewalk turns to lava.
I did. Listen, those of you that are laughing right now, you've done it too.
You've done it 1,000
You son of a
times.
buck, you've done that too. I'm gonna tell you, man, I don't care how old you are, how big of a man you are. Like, there's moments like that when you hear a little noise, and it's like, what? I will say that one of my favorite things is when my wife hears a noise. Mm-hmm. It's an opportunity for me to grab my Glock and flashlight and sweep the house.
Yeah.
I'm in my underwear.
So you're letting me go check it out, guy.
Oh yeah, I got this because
Okay.
I have an excuse to. So I'll swap it up. I'll either get the Glock or I've got a Remington 870 shotgun. It's tacked out, buddy. I mean, it's so impractical. It's not even funny. In no normal situation
are you ever going to need
is
that?
this shotgun practical by any means.
However, if there's a ghost come through from another portal,
bro, it looks so cool. Like, and it's heavy now, and there's nothing practical at all about it, but it looks like it's freaking cool. I mean, so I'll grab it sometimes. 'Cause it's got a flashlight on.
Oh yeah, built in.
Because I need that.
Absolutely. That's probably how you sold it to her to buy it. It's got a flashlight built in.
You know, she doesn't fuss at me about guns.
Yeah, true.
We talk about everything, and we have a rule that either one of us spends our $50, we just tell the other person, and we've never had an argument about money, and been married almost 16 years.
There you go.
There's your little tip, fellas.
Pro tip.
It just makes sense. It's just a communication thing. It's not asking for permission. But so she likes guns too, and so she doesn't care.
Right.
So so I like doing that kind of stuff.
Where you at on Children of the Corn? You ever seen that one?
I've never seen that. I know about it, but I've never seen it.
Cornfield. It's
Generally speaking, anytime there's a movie that's got little kids in it and they have an opportunity to get hurt or something like that or kidnapped, I'm immediately out.
But this they have the opportunity to kill you.
I'm still out.
That's kind of where they are.
Because at some point, somebody's going to try to kill the kids.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm out on it. I just can't do it. I just can't watch those shows. They tear me up. I can't do it. Can't do it. You know, technically Jaws is a scary movie.
Yeah, it's very scary.
You know, we went back through. We're doing something with our kids, and where we'll go back and like watch classic movie series and stuff. Like we went through and watched all the Star Wars movies with them. Like I just watched Star Wars legit for the first time last year, all of them. I mean, I'm 36 years old. I just now watched them. It's 2019 right now. So we did that. We went back and watched all the Harry Potter movies and the X-Men movies and that kind of stuff. And we got to think about these series. And so me and my wife got hooked on doing that. We'd watch all the Rambos and then watch all the this and that. And so we watched all the Jaws. And so, like, I'm watching this stuff, man.
They get progressively worse.
Well, they do. Like, the second one was, like, really funny.
Jaws 3 in 3D is dumb.
I hadn't seen. I don't remember the. I didn't see. Obviously, didn't see it in 3D.
Yeah.
But like, I'm watching that, but I'm sitting there thinking this whole time that I'm like, this wasn't CGI.
I know.
They didn't have computers then.
It's a big robot.
I mean, it was just a big, like you said, it was just a big thing. And so I'm thinking, man, the way technology has come from in just 30 years ago now, when Jaws come out, like early 70s, or mid 70s,
75, I think.
So I think it's 40 years ago.
Yeah.
So now, we watched this one with Jason Statham. Jason Statham, he's one of those guys where like he'll do a blockbuster hit, then he'll do like just some stupid movie.
Bob's movie.
Well, it's like I think he says yes to. He's like Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
Nicolas Cage, like it's like some kind of big amazing movie, and then there's this one movie. It's like what?
Yeah, we did a Nick Cage movie on Sunday called Next.
Oh, it's a great movie.
Where he can see like 2 minutes into the future.
Yeah.
And
I love it.
It's like 2007. The special effects were so horrible.
I love it.
The storyline, I loved it. I hated the ending, but I got to thinking, why did I not watch this movie the year it came out? And I was talking to Ashley about it.
Straight to DVD.
That's the same year that he came out with National Treasure Book of Secrets, which was his blockbuster for that year. Made a lot of money, and then he did the crappy movie, which probably went straight to
I don't get it, but
DVD.
Here's the thing. Nick, there's a category, or there's a group of actors and actors. If it's on, I'm watching it. One is Nicolas Cage.
Yep.
Steven Seagal.
Yeah, for the most part.
I'm gonna tell you, if there's a Steven Seagal movie on, I'm watching it. And then Jason Statham falls in that category. There's some others, but like Jason Statham, he did this new movie where it's called like the Megalodon. Am I saying that right? Megalodon.
About the big
shark.
Whale shark thing.
It's a big shark.
Yeah.
It's basically just a new version of Jaws.
Yeah.
And it was great. Tasha thought it was stupid, but it was so far into it.
Was it scary?
It was jumpy.
Gotcha.
But she got so far into it, she couldn't quit watching it. I've done that a lot.
Like a bad train wreck. Got to see the last car.
Got to, man. But you think about the technology from 1970 whatever till today. They actually had to build the shark.
Oh yeah.
They had to build it.
That's all computer generated.
Yeah, there's nothing. it's crazy the way how imagine another 20, 30 years, the tech that we're going to have. You look at 40 years ago to today, how archaic that is, and then you fast forward another probably 20 years, 30 years, but imagine 40 years from now, 2060, you'll be dead.
Yeah, thanks.
I'll still be kicking. I don't know. I'll be 76.
I'll be alive.
You'll be 90?
I'll be alive.
90?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I accept that.
I'm doing a buck and a quarter, dude.
I mean, here's the thing. With your level of income and today's technology and advancement, there's no reason you couldn't live to at least be 120, 130.
I could be the $6 million man.
Never seen that one either. But I don't know. That blows my mind about that kind of stuff with like Jaws. And I don't really think of Jaws being a scary movie, but it really is.
What do you think about all these remakes they're doing where they just trot out the same, like Halloween's on like their 50th deal, and
I like it.
Friday the 13th part 75. And,
I'm in on it.
And I think that they did the Psycho remake, then they did the Psycho.
Do you remember Hellraiser movies?
Oh yeah, the guy with all the needles coming out of his
head. Man, I remember when I was a kid watching that, and then listen, if you're listening to this, Sherry, what were you doing letting me watch that as an elementary student?
Like she could control you.
I mean, here's the thing. There's no way I'm letting one of my elementary age kids watch a movie.
Oh, absolutely.
Like that. So I remember this vividly. They're in an insane asylum, and there's these demons in this mattress, and the only way to get the demons out of the mattress is to get human blood on it. So they give the crazy guy who thinks he's covered with bugs a razor blade and put him in there on the mattress, and he starts cutting himself, getting the bugs off, and that brings the demons out of the mattress. That's not something you watch when you're 7.
No, and how do you figure that out? How do you know that's how you get the demons out of the mattress?
I don't know. I don't remember. That's just the only part I remember, and I remember my mom letting me watch that.
I bet you were pretty bug-eyed watching that one.
Of course, we didn't wear seat belts and that kind of stuff. We played outside.
I was the youngest of 56 kids. They just let me sleep in the back window of the car.
I remember Mom said, "All right, we're on the interstate now. You can take your seatbelt off. We're going to 80." Really? That's when you need to put it on, Mom.
Now you can get up and walk around the cabin.
Really, Karen? Anyways,
so that was scary.
Oh.
The things we went through as kids.
I mean, there's stuff that I did as a kid. And here's the thing. I'm not that old. I'm 36.
Yep.
So I was a kid. Arguably, the argument could be made I still am. But,
yes.
I mean, not that long ago, but you rewind back 25 years ago, 11-year-old Josh. Man, I went everywhere on my bicycle. I mean, we lived in Boaz, Alabama, and I would ride a couple miles down the road to the outlet center and just cruise around. You can't do stuff like that nowadays. You get abducted.
Let me tell you my bicycle story.
All right.
10 years old.
Okay.
I decide I'm going to do this bike-a-thon.
Okay.
Raising money for like March of Dimes or something. I can't remember. So my goal was I wanted to ride 40 miles.
Jeez.
So I remember my mom saying, I grew up in Russellville, Alabama. I remember my mom saying it was like 20 miles to Muscle Shoals. My mom worked during the day. Dad worked at nights at Reynolds. So, I was kind of freewheeling it. Dad was asleep. Freewheeling it. Dad was asleep during the day, so I kind of do what I want. And as long as I was home by the time Mom got back, things were cool. So I hopped on my bike, took off to Southgate Mall from Russellville, Alabama.
So for those of you that aren't familiar with geography,
it's about 22 miles.
There's a huge mountain.
Oh, yeah. It's called the Rock Cut.
It's big. It's a mountain.
It is.
Jeez.
And so
it'd be fun going down it.
It was fun going down it.
There's no way you rode it back up.
No, I pushed up.
You had to push back up.
I pushed going up it. But
how long did that take you?
I thought about that the other day, and I didn't really keep up with it because when I got to Southgate Mall, I kind of wandered around Woolco, which was the store back in the day. It's kind of the old Walmart.
Oh, I thought you was in your wool coat. I thought it was cold.
And they had a little lunch counter in there, so I got a snack and hung out in the store for a little bit.
So you had some cash.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I cut yards.
Did they have phones then?
They had phones on the wall.
With the round things?
With the round thing.
Can you imagine giving that to one of my kids right now and having them make a phone call?
Oh, they'd stare at it.
what the crap is this?
So yeah, that was probably the scariest and most stupid thing that I ever did as a child. Looking back on it now, at the time, it just seemed like the right thing to do. Of course, it was a whole different world. People weren't snatching kids as I guess they were, but we didn't know about it.
You didn't have the internet then.
No.
Al Gore hadn't invented it yet, so
no,
we didn't know about it. You know what would be funny is to do some videos where you we could probably do it with my kids, because you think my kids have never not had. I know I said that wrong. High speed internet.
Oh yeah,
they've always had high speed internet. They've grown up with smartphones, smart devices, video games.
They've never had CDs, have they?
No, they've never had CDs. So I mean, I don't think they even know what a CD is. And so, you know what'd be funny is to take some old tech like that, like a rotary phone, and say, "Hey, listen, I need you to make a phone call on this."
Just hand it to
Just
them.
watch them squirm.
Yeah. Cassette player.
I made a comment about. I don't know, let me get out my encyclopedia. I was being a smart aleck about something, and they looked at me like a deer in the headlights. I was like, man, are we that far disconnected from that? Because we are.
We are.
It wasn't that long ago.
Oh no.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
What were the two books you didn't have? Because there was a book that you didn't have at home. What letter?
Oh, we didn't have like P and
I never had the R.
P and R.
I never had an R. They were always out. They were always out at the grocery store.
Yeah, that's where my mom got
who
ours.
are the younger generation, like younger than me, you would get your encyclopedias at the grocery store. If you bought a certain amount, you could get encyclopedias or dishes.
Yeah,
Some of them had dishes.
You get like the volume of the week for like $3 if you bought so many groceries.
If you bought like $50 worth of groceries, you could pay $3 for this. And there was door-to-door salesmen for encyclopedias.
Yeah.
Encyclopedia Britannica.
Yes, and
So
World Book.
Basically, it was Wikipedia.
We had Funkin' Wagnalls.
Funkin' Wagnalls.
Yeah.
Oh, you had the expensive ones.
Well, it was the grocery store ones at the A&P.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, anyways, that was fun. Now you just Google it and then it's there.
Yeah. I mean,
Wikipedia.
Yeah. Everything we ever need is right there.
It's crazy.
Now.
I mean, it's, just thinking about going back and having to flip through stuff and make copies of things, and it's amazing. But anyways,
and some of you are probably thinking, what does this have to do with being scared? But this technology is kind of scary.
I'll tell you, man.
I mean, we all joke about it, but we say stuff and then go look on Facebook, and
boom,
there's an ad for it.
I'll tell you, man. There's so many data points Facebook collects like 500-600 data points per person. I mean, they know things about you that you don't even know.
Oh yeah.
But the technology, it's just getting more and more advanced. I was watching a show the other night, Weird Obsessions or something like that, and there's this guy, he married a robot. He programmed her.
That's a thing.
He married a robot over in, it was like Japan or somewhere.
Interesting.
It's just, I don't know. It's weird where the stuff's going to.
We're getting to the Terminator times. I mean,
that was my segue. That was my segue into it, Skip.
Eventually, they're going to rise up. It's going to happen.
It could happen. I like the Terminator movies.
I do too.
They're
kind of scary.
Yeah, they could be scary.
Kind of scary.
They here's the thing. I like any kind of action movie.
Yeah.
Any kind of action movie I'm in.
I'm pretty much in on any kind of action too.
So
any kind of action movie that's it's not the blood and guts. It's the actual fighting.
Oh yeah,
I love that part.
Oh yeah, unless they're doing something. So here's the thing: I can handle unrealistic stuff if the whole movie's unrealistic.
Oh yeah,
if it's a laser gun, I don't expect you to reload it.
No,
I don't expect you to reload a laser gun.
No, it just keeps firing.
I do expect you to reload that 10-round magazine that you've been shooting with for 2 hours.
Yeah.
And you've never, like the 1911 you've got. And here's the thing too. Nobody in their right mind carries two identical pistols. Now it's very cool. Like the guy that's got the two custom, that's cool.
It's not happening.
And it's not practical.
The guy that cross draws from under his jacket no.
That's cool.
Looks cool.
But you're better off having extra ammo.
Yeah.
I mean, extra mags.
Yeah.
Because
that left-hand shot is just not going where you want it to.
Can I say that I'm the guy that it bothers me when somebody calls it a clip? It bothers me. I don't correct people when they call it a clip.
But you prefer magazine.
It's a magazine.
It's a magazine.
A clip is an actual clip. They used to have clips. They were on a clip, and you push them in there, but they're magazines. And I don't correct, not to the point where I'm pretentious and correct people to make you think I'm.
But in your head, you're saying
I'm smarter than you, but I am.
But in your head, you're saying
that stuff bothers me. So I love guns. I have a ton of guns. I'm not like a crazy prepper. I am prepared. And if I'm being honest,
you're prepared for the zombie apocalypse.
If the zombie apocalypse happened, you probably wouldn't get the grin off my face.
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm being a little honest, I would enjoy that.
Yeah, and as close as I live to you, if it ever happens, I'm probably just rolling over to your place.
That's all you need to do, because I have enough guns and ammo to equip my whole neighborhood. Jackson Heights is taken care of.
Yeah, it's kind of like the same reason I don't need to buy a truck, because you have a truck.
Because I have a truck. I remember one day Skip was trading cars. Why'd you get your truck? I said, I don't need a truck. I said, why? He said, you have a truck. I don't need a truck. But
true story.
So I collect AK-47s. I do. And here's the thing. If that offends you that I have that, this is probably the wrong podcast for you. This is the Guy Pod. All right? It's the Guy Pod. I like guns. I'm a responsible gun owner.
Like guns and bacon.
I like guns and bacon. And so I have a huge safe. Like, my safe is built into my closet in my bedroom. It's big enough that Skip and I and Adam Gooch, all three, could stand up inside of it and not touch each other. It's that big.
That would be a prerequisite for me.
It's huge. But I have a lot of stuff. But I look at guns as almost like currency, though, and I think that's why my wife understands.
Yeah, because you're able to flip them.
Yeah, because I mean, you don't lose any. Guns don't lose their value. You know, guns are something that they're fun. You can use them for protection, but also too, they're going to hold their value. There's not a lot of things that you buy that appreciates or holds their value. Most things depreciate, you know. But I don't know what that was. Skip's pushing all these buttons on this new fancy thing he's got, and I don't know what he's doing.
I'm confusing him.
But so why did I get talking about guns?
I'm not sure. We talked about the zombie apocalypse and
that
you're not a doomsday prepper.
But here's the things that I think of in those situations. Like, realistically, the zombie apocalypse is not going to happen. You know, it's just not going to happen.
But if it does, you'll be happy.
It is. But things I think of, so we live about 45 minutes from a very large nuclear plant.
Yes.
TVA has a nuclear plant, Browns Ferry. What happens if that place explodes?
I don't think it matters to us.
Well, I mean, like, we're so far away. I mean, there'll be some, you know, say it just shuts down. Let's just not say it explodes.
Okay.
Say that they can't generate electricity.
Okay.
We do have, and say the dam, they can't generate electricity. So what happens if Walmart goes without power for 2 weeks and all the food spoils, and for something happens like that and we can't get food? People would lose their mind if they can't go to Walmart and buy it.
They're going to lose their minds over not being able to get on the internet.
I mean, just that alone. So that's the kind of things I think about. And so I have these buckets. It's a company called, I'm not going to say the company because they're not sponsored, but you can buy buckets of food. So it's a 5-gallon bucket.
Bucket of food.
It's a 5-gallon bucket. They're about $75 to $100 a bucket, but it's got a 30-year shelf life, and it'll feed 2 adults for like 30 days. And the food's not bad. A lot of those companies will send you samples and stuff. I mean, we had MREs occasionally when I was in the Army, and they are what they are. But these are, if an MRE is a 5 out of 10, these are a 7. Gotcha. So they're not good, but they don't suck.
I had a bucket of food on Sunday, and it was delicious. It came from KFC. I'm just going to throw that out there, whether they're sponsoring us or not.
God, listen,
that bucket
if you
of
don't
food
like fried chicken, if you don't like fried chicken, you just need to turn this off.
It was good stuff.
You know,
they have mac and cheese now too. Everybody's getting the mac and cheese thing.
KFC's always had mac and cheese, bro.
I don't know how I missed that.
They've always had mac and cheese.
But like, everybody's getting the mac and cheese business.
Can I say that Chick-fil-A's mac and cheese is just okay? Is that unpopular? I like it. It's good. But like,
you also think that Popeye's chicken sandwich is better.
They're great. So Skip comes in and like, so we're foodies. We like food. We're big boys. We can say that. We're big boys. We like food. And Skip comes in, he's like, dude, this is some Martha Stewart stuff. It's delicious.
Paula Dean's actually what I said.
Paula Dean, whatever. Paula Dean, he goes, I'm thinking like, Skip's built this up for me. So I'm like, I got to get some mac and cheese, bro. So like, I go there to lunch that day and I get some. And it was good, but it was just okay. Oh, it is. I mean, it was good. It's better than KFC's.
It is better than KFC's.
But it was just okay. So that's where I'm at on that. That's where I'm at. So, favorite fast food go-to, what's yours? Last meal, it's got to be fast food. It's got to be fast food. It's got to be, you got to be able to hand it to you in a brown bag.
I'm going old school, Big Mac.
I like a Big Mac.
It's just when I just want to completely eat something that's horrible for me. That's my go-to is Big Mac and fries.
You know, I go through seasons where I'm like all in on like Arby's, and I'm like eating Arby's, and then I'll like not touch Arby's, and then all I want is a quarter pounder of cheese, you know, and then I'm all about McDonald's, and I go through like things like that. Like I hadn't ate Chick-fil-A since I got that. I mean, it's probably been 2 or 3 months.
Yeah.
Just because I'm more out of like Zaxby's. My kids and wife,
They'd eat there every day, wouldn't they?
they do eat there every day. And what's the problem is I live right behind Zaxby's.
You can smell it.
No, I literally can't. I live right behind Zaxby's and Muscle Shoals. I mean, I'm 2 blocks behind it. Like as a crow flies, like I could throw a football and hit it.
That's an Alabama saying.
And they love Zaxby's. And I like Zaxby's.
It's good.
I don't want to eat it every meal.
No.
They could also eat pizza every meal.
I'm not in on that.
I have to be in the mood for pizza.
Yeah.
If I have to be in the mood for pizza. But I'll tell you something I do like to do. I like getting those Totino's pizzas, the little cheap 99-cent ones. Get the combination. You got to get the combination. And then I doctor it up. So I'll take a half a pack of bacon and chop it up in little slivers and, you know, fry it up. I mean, little bitty cube it almost. And then I'll put some extra cheese on it. I'll fry some of that. I'll fry up some of that spicy sausage. The Dean's. The Dean's sauce, man, it's good. It's Alabama stuff. And then I'll do whatever I've got. Like, I'll go in my refrigerator, and if there's meat in my refrigerator, ham, I'll take some ham. Whatever is in there. I took my kids from Sam's, they get those little chicken nuggets. I'll fry up some chicken nuggets and chop them up and put them on there, and then I take like a pack of cheese and put it on there, and by the time I get done with it, it's about 2 inches thick. And I'll pop that baby in the oven. Man, that's good eating.
Have you noticed that they're square now? The little Totino's party pizzas?
The ones I get aren't square. We get the round ones.
Yeah, there's some square ones out there.
Speaking of square pizzas, I mean, give me something on school square pizzas.
Oh man, it's the best day ever. I'm not sure why they always serve corn with it. Did they do that in Fayetteville?
Yes.
It's always pizza and corn.
Why? I've never been to that's a great point. I've never been to a pizza place in my life that served corn with it.
Yeah. So I'm going to the Pizza Hut buffet. Does anybody want some corn?
But I want corn with my pizza.
It's good.
I like it.
It was good.
Why doesn't somebody do that? I think that's a missed opportunity.
School lunch. If
you own a pizza place, and you're listening to this.
Can of whole kernel corn. Dump it out.
Can of corn. Get you some corn.
Simple.
It's cheap. It's cheap too. It's like 60 cents.
Big can.
I mean, you can go get it. Food serving size. God, what's up with that?
I don't know. Did y'all have Crispitos?
I don't know what that is.
It's kind of like a little rolled up taco thing.
Oh, yeah. So my high school, I went to Lincoln County High School in Fayetteville, Tennessee. It's just north of Huntsville. And I graduated with like probably 500-600 people. Pretty big school in comparison to other schools, I guess. I don't know. It's not huge, but pretty good size. Bigger than your school.
Oh, yeah. We had like 183 graduates.
Yeah, I think my wife, when she went to Carver County, she graduated with like 60 people, you know. But so we had the hotline that was whatever the county was serving that day, the normal lunch that, you know, anybody else had. There was a salad bar, so you could fix your own salad, or you could get like a pre-made fixed salad. They had that one. They had a fast food line.
Really?
Where you could get cheeseburgers, hamburgers, chicken poppers, egg rolls, chicken fingers, fries, onion rings, that kind of stuff. And it was school hamburgers.
Yeah,
I mean,
so still.
And then they had a pizza line where they had the round pizza, but they also had the square pizza, and you get fries with it.
Square pizza was always better.
Man, always good. And so then there was, they had a row of probably, man, I bet it was 30, 40 vending machines of just anything you could think of. No candy, no soft drinks.
Right.
It was all juices and waters and stuff. But I mean, like, we had a pretty good spread.
Sounds like it.
And so I would normally go through the fast food line and get like chicken sandwich and, you know, some extra chicken poppers and some fries and like double fries. And I always flirted with the lunchroom ladies. They love me. They give me a little extra. But my lunch ended up being like $3.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. $3 was expensive then.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how much school lunches are now, but it was like, I don't know, $1.50 for lunch, and I would end up about double. What was it when you were there, like 25 cents?
We paid $1.
$1. Oh, and I'd get the big glass of tea, too.
Oh, yeah.
Had a big glass of tea, had a tea thing. Remember the jungle juice? Did y'all have jungle juice?
We did not. We had the regular line, whatever the line was. Then we had the salad bar. And then we had this thing called a chef salad, which is the pre-made salad they did. Mm-hmm. Then we had where you could pay extra and get sweet tea or unsweet tea, I guess.
25 cents is what it was for us.
And then we had a little ice cream bar where you could get
ice cream.
prepackaged popsicles.
I think that Michelle Obama pretty much ruined that for all the kids now.
Yeah, I think
didn't she jack with the
I think that was
the child obesity. Here's the thing. I get it, child obesity is a thing. But here's also a thing too. We turned out okay.
Pretty much.
I mean, give the kids something they like.
Yeah.
It's about half and half. My girls, my oldest two are in school. I got a 6th grader and a 2nd grader, and then my youngest one will start kindergarten next year. So they're about half and half on. Well, the one good thing is they get a menu for the month.
Oh, really?
So they know, in Muscle Shoals, they know what they're having every day. So they'll go through at the beginning of the month and mark what they want and don't want. And my wife, she's such a saint. She makes them a lunch on the days they don't want to eat there at school.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I don't think we knew what we were having until that week.
It was a surprise.
Maybe. Yeah.
I don't even know if we knew that week.
But my senior year, I didn't have a lunch period. Because I co-opted. I worked for a bank, and I got out of school right at lunch.
That's cool.
So I'd like go eat.
That's cool.
Somewhere before I went into work.
That's even better.
Yeah, it was much better my senior year.
That's cool.
Little money, go get what you want.
Yeah.
Which was usually an entire Domino's pizza or 15 chicken fingers from the Speedy Pig.
Didn't you order Domino's pizza from Pizza Hut one time and have it delivered?
Yeah. Yes. I was sitting in Pizza Hut in Muscle Shoals, and it was when Domino's first became a thing. And we wanted to see if they would actually deliver to any address, and
the guy just like woke up in there.
We walked it, we ordered it on payphone, said, "It's where we'll be." He brought it in there.
So did he walk in there with like some swag and like being on it, or was he kind of?
No, he was like, "I can't believe I'm doing this." So yeah,
because I would have walked up in there and been like, "What's up, dog?"
He brought the pizza, and we met him at the door. We sat down at a table and ordered, drinks, and
I love it.
I think we ordered the salad bar and drinks, and then had the pizza delivered just to see if we could do it.
Yeah, why not?
It was dumb.
I love that.
We didn't have the internet, and wasn't much to do back then. So
I get it. There's a lot of things you could do then you can't do now.
Oh yeah,
and I'm thankful there wasn't the internet then.
Yeah, I posted
There's no proof of the stupid stuff I did.
I posted something today that said, I think it said something like, I'm the best thing about growing up in the 80s is all of the memories and none of the evidence.
That's a fact, Jack. Man, that's a fact.
So yeah, we had a really good time, but I'm super glad there's no video or photographic evidence of most of what went down from like 1983 to 1988.
1983 was the year I was born.
Yes, I'm aware of that.
I was 5 in 88.
I was not 5 in 88.
Just those who keeping counting at home.
Oh my gosh.
Keeping count at home.
We started out on scary stuff.
I don't know how we got on scary stuff. Then we went to guns.
Pizza can be scary.
And then we got off on Skip being old.
We miss Gooch.
That's kind of an underlying theme, though, Skip being old. What about, I haven't missed Gooch. Honestly, I haven't noticed he wasn't there. I mean, do we need him? Yeah.
Well, he's got a line in the closing. So
God, who's going to do that at the end?
I don't know. We'll figure it out. Hey, fun fact: I got married since we last.
Oh yeah,
came together.
Tell them the story about you getting married, Skip.
Okay, so
getting married, Karen.
We decided that we got engaged back in March.
No, wait a second. Let me put some clarification on there. When he said we got married, I was not participating in that.
Well, let's get to the whole story.
So
I did not marry Josh Kelly.
I actually did marry Skip, though. But he'll tell you the story. But Skip married a girl. Her name's Ashley.
Yes.
So I just wanted to clarify that. If you're just tuning in,
yes,
me and Skip did not get married.
So we decided we were going to have this big party. Ashley and I did. And I'm going to tell this joke that Ashley hates because I know she's not probably not going to hear this. But I was kind of bummed that she didn't take my name. I figured it'd be cool both of us being named Skip. She hates that joke.
It's classic. It crushes every time.
Every single time.
Crushes. I've heard it 50 times. It crushes.
So we got engaged. Ashley and I got engaged back in March, and we were like, everybody's expecting us to have this thing. And weddings are super boring. I'm sorry if you send me an invitation to your wedding. I'll try to come, but most weddings are super boring. So we decided that we would just throw a big party. And in the course of planning the party, we decided that we were going to do this surprise wedding. So Josh and I do this little lip sync routine to the Blues Brothers Soul Man.
It's epic.
And you can go find it on my Facebook page. I'll share the actual video of it over to the Guy Pod too for you tonight. But we did this rendition. It's the SNL version of Soul Man. And right in the middle of it, there's a line where John Belushi's character sings, so grab a rope and I'll pull you in, give you hope, be your only boyfriend. So I'm pretending to drag her onto the dance floor, and she gets up on the dance floor. The music scratches, comes to a halt, and boom, I get married by a blues brother.
Me, I married him.
Josh did the very fast ceremony. If you're the least interested in it, you can go find it on the Guy Pod page.
The whole thing was 5 minutes. I'm talking
tops.
No, it was. It's exactly 5 minutes, and that's from the beginning of the song to the end of the song, including the ceremony. The ceremony was pretty awesome because Skip and Ashley are very non-traditional in everything they do. And I mean that like I'm not exaggerating, because I exaggerate sometimes. I am not. If it's something that normal people do, they hate it.
We're out.
They're out. Like if it's everybody else is doing it,
we want it to be different.
They want to be different, and that's in every aspect of their life, and that's cool. I mean, that's just them. So this was very Skip and Ashley-esque, and so literally the ceremony was, "Hey, you want to marry Ashley? Hey, you want to marry Skip? Done, son. Kiss her." I mean, that was it. That's what all I said.
It was it.
It was all I said. Then I said, "Hey,"
and it was awesome, and we had a good time. And that's the big thing is we wanted to take the non-fun part and make it short, the non-fun part for everybody else, and keep the party the main thing. So there's about 150-ish people that came in and out through the night, and we had a cool DJ, and we just had a good time.
It was fun. It was the most Caucasian party and wedding I've ever been to in my entire life. So after they got married in the middle of a Blues Brothers skit, they played YMCA. That's what we got us started dancing. And then we went into the electric slide.
And I also have to note that we did play September.
Yes,
and we got married on September 21st.
That was cool.
And so, the opening line is, "Do you remember the 21st night of September?" So that was
and that happened on accident.
Yeah, it kind of did.
It really happened on accident, but that was pretty cool.
So that was a thing. So
it was fun. It was fun. It was fun night.
All the guys are now married officially.
Yeah, Skip. Me and Adam's been married for a long time, but Skip's back. So they had a big party. I mean, here's the thing. Skip. I mean, they went all out, but I mean, here's the thing. This only happens 4, 5, 6 times in your lifetime.
Maybe.
So. You can do what you want.
That joke also landed pretty well too.
Yeah, that was too soon.
Nah.
So that was fun. So Skip got married, and what was even better was, so my favorite meme of all times is this meme where the wife's having the conversation with the husband, says, listen, you've got to stop spending money on stupid stuff. And he's like, yeah, sure, okay, yeah, gotcha. And then it says, dog walks by in a tuxedo, and she's like, what the heck? And he's like, he's getting married, Karen. And it's just really funny to me. It's mine and Skip's favorite meme.
It really is.
We found a place in town that has a sublimation printer, and we got shirts made the day before with that meme on it and with a dog in a tuxedo on it.
And also what we found out is that we now have access to have T-shirts made at a moment's notice with whatever we want on it.
And it was only $10. So after they got married, we took our shirts off and had the meme shirts on under it, and it was even cooler.
It was.
It crushed.
It was a good time.
We don't mind spending money on jokes.
A good time was had by all.
We don't mind spending money on jokes. I mean, clearly Skip spent several thousand on a MG midget just so he could get the tag on the back that says huge.
That's a thing.
We don't mind spending money on a joke, and now that I know that I can spend $10 on get anything I want put on a T-shirt.
Very quickly, by the way.
Shout out to the Vinyl Room in Florence.
Yeah.
We can give them a shout out.
Yeah, we can.
They
went to work quickly.
I mean, literally, I was like, hey, I want this meme on there. And she's like, okay. And she just did it.
And also, we were in the midget that day. They kind of laughed at the car, too. It was a strange day.
Here's the thing. First of all, seeing me and you get our big tails up out of that car, first of all, when you're sitting in it, it's not that bad.
It's the getting in and out.
It's getting out is uncomfortable. But when you see two big old boys riding in a little bitty car like that, that's it's funny.
It is.
It's funny, so I get that.
I realize that.
I get it.
So yeah, that's some fun stuff that's happening since the last Guy Pod.
Yeah, Skip got married.
So without Gooch, we have no one on your side except you. You've got to figure out fake news all by yourself.
I'm okay because
I think you're winning.
What this is going to do is it's going to let me catch up with him. He's one ahead of me.
Oh yeah, that's right.
He's one ahead of me. So I'm going to catch up with him right here.
So we're going to see you can determine which one of these is the fake news. For those of you that this may be your first time listening to the Guy Pod, we're going to give Josh 3 news stories, 2 of which are fake, 1 of which is absolutely real, and his job is to determine which one is the true story. Going to give you the headline and a little snippet of each one, and then we'll give Josh a little time to figure out which way he's going to go. You ready? All right, this one's out of Miami, Florida. They're always out of Florida, some of them.
Man, people in Florida are crazy.
They are. Camel in petting zoo puts child's head in mouth. Mom bites camel back. 29-year-old mother of 3 panicked after seeing Camela, a 4-year-old female camel.
Wait a second.
Camela.
Stop it. I want a camel now.
Okay. So you can name it Camela?
100%. Jeez, I love that.
So 29-year-old mother of 3 panicked after seeing Camela, a 4-year-old female camel, at the Ponies and Petting Zoo of Miami, put her 3-year-old's head deep inside its mouth while attempting to eat grain out of the toddler's hand. She ran to the camel, began to bite the camel on the face in an attempt to get Camela to release the child. That's story number 1.
Wow. Okay.
Got it?
I'm still hung on her name.
Story number 2. 73-year-old woman gives birth to twins in India. This is from Guntur, India. 73-year-old farmer from southern India is believed to be the oldest person ever to give birth following in vitro fertilization treatment. I'm not going to attempt to say the name because I will mess it up.
I want to hear it, and that's important for my decision.
Aramati Mangayama?
Sounds like what you are.
If you're out there, Aramata, I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name. 73 gave birth Thursday to twins.
Mangayama. All right, go on.
Gave birth Thursday to twin girls via C-section after 9 months of bed rest. Surgery went well. The mother and babies are all healthy with no complications, said Dr. Sanakala Umashankar, the director
You're just making stuff up now.
of a nursing home in India. That's story number 2.
I mean, she made it through?
She made it through.
Okay.
Her husband's 80, by the way. They've been married since 62. I don't know that makes a difference in your decision-making, but...
Okay.
Story number 3. Apple unveils the Stopwatch legal phone app. Stopwatch legal phone app is intended for those in the legal and other professions whose billing is done in small increments. That form has always presented a problems to lawyers and others who normally scribble on a scrap of paper at the time a professional call starts and finishes. At the end of the day, it's been necessary to transcribe each of those notes if found under a formal billing statement with the new Apple phone stopwatch legal app. That will no longer be necessary.
God. So, I mean, that makes sense. I could see that happening. I don't know why Apple would dedicate resources to that. I mean, camels are big.
Camels are very big.
But a camel getting a 3-year-old's head in its mouth.
That's a little, I mean, it's a little kid.
And the mom biting it on its face. I mean, I'm Xing out the camel.
You're
you're
done with camel.
And bravo to you for throwing in her name is Kamala, because you knew that would trigger me.
I just read the news. I don't make it up.
So that triggers me. 73-year-old woman having I mean, here's the thing. We talked about this. Science is crazy, you know? And I'm not a doctor.
Do you play one on
no,
a podcast?
I don't even do that. But I'm not sure that at 80 years old, I mean, that stuff doesn't work. So, but you did say the in vitro and stuff, but I don't know if a 73-year-old woman could be in really great shape. Then you said she was a farmer in India.
Right.
And so when I think of a farmer in India, I mean, I think of somebody maybe being poor. How did they afford the in vitro? You know?
Doesn't say.
I mean, so that's where my brain's going with this. Or it could be like a farmer like a farmer here, and they might be like thousands of acres, and they just said, hey, let's have some kids because we're old. Man, so I'm torn on that. The Apple stopwatch legal phone app, and you said that Apple did it?
Well, it's unveiled for iPhone. I guess that means it's not going to be on Android for now.
So, I mean, that would be a great app. But it's almost too blatant. Like it makes too much sense. I'm going with a 73-year-old woman in India.
73-year-old woman in India?
Yep. Hey, what do you think about that, Adam Gooch? We're tied up, buddy.
How about that?
I love it.
Yeah, I was not going to pronounce all those names, but apparently they're only going to keep her under observation for 21 days after having the baby.
I mean, good for you. Send whatever her name is.
I don't know.
Good for you.
But yeah, now this brings on more questions though.
Okay.
73 and 80.
Yeah. Well, the doctors were clearly involved.
But I mean, one's in preschool, one's in nursing home. I mean, what?
I don't know.
How does all that work? I've got a lot of questions about that.
I mean, because 80 years old, 80-year-old man. I mean, here's the thing, though. I mean, maybe he's, with medicine and doctors' help, they could have made that happen.
Well, I mean, yeah, obviously they made it happen, but how do they make it where all these people get to live together?
You said an 80-year-old man.
And how are these people going to take care of these young kids when...
Well, here's the thing. Clearly, if she was in good enough shape to give birth to twins,
I guess
she can. But here's the thing, though. Also, too, though, and I'm not being funny, but in India, the whole family lives together.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I mean, they do. I mean, it's in certain cultures. There's different sections, or I don't know what the right word is, but I mean, in certain types of Indian people, the entire family lives together. I mean, like when you get married, you're all.
So hopefully they have brothers and sisters, and then their kids.
Well, they probably had tons of kids already.
No, they'd never had kids.
Oh, they never had kids. Okay.
No, the first two kids.
Well, their parents weren't alive.
No. But maybe siblings that have like their own kids.
Maybe
could help.
But I do know that's a thing that everybody lives together.
Gotcha.
So yeah. So all right, Adam Gooch.
Wow,
we're tied up, Bucky.
You gotta hurry back, dude.
So back to the Apple, the stopwatch legal phone app.
That'd be good.
That's actually a really good idea.
Yeah.
Because I can't imagine how many attorneys forget to clock their time and stuff. That's probably an actual app.
It was actually on a fake news site.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, in the Camel, I knew that. But I loved that her name was Kamala.
It's all in the details.
God, that threw me off. You knew it would.
Oh, my goodness.
Well,
it's been quite a week.
So I guess we're done.
That's
I don't
all.
anything else to say.
I don't either. That's all for us this week. Thanks for listening.
I will tell you something, though.
Yes.
We're gonna have a hard time naming this episode.
Yeah, we are.
So good luck with that, Skip.
Yeah, that's my job. I'll figure it out.
Because we talked about a lot of stuff.
We'll figure out what the name is in just a little bit.
Cool. Way to go, Skip. Skip's phone's ringing.
So that's all for this week. Thanks for listening in.
You guys, don't forget to follow us on Facebook at The Guy Pod and subscribe to us on iTunes and YouTube or wherever you listen to your podcasts. We're there. And you can listen to us directly at www.theguypod.com. And that takes you straight to Podbean there. So you can also email us at therealguypod@gmail.com. And I guess that's it for this episode of The Guy Pod. So for Skip Nichols, Adam Gooch, I'm Josh Kelly. God, this is weird reading Adam's part.
It really is.
And remember,
when you're in over your head,
the first thing to do is close your mouth.